Hi there, Gemini. How you doing? Happy the end of 2019. My name is Fairlight. This is Airy Fairy Tarot. I'm starting my channel again, so thank you for being here. All right, I had thought I recorded a whole video for you, and I had turned the camera off, not on. So we're gonna do it again. I reshuffled the cards and started all over again. So even though it seemed like a pretty good reading, I guess that just wasn't. It was only meant for the unconscious or the non-physical Geminis. Okay, so I am at work right now, so if you hear any background noise, you know. And if you happen to be in downtown Asheville, come on in to Instant Karma. Not only can you get a tarot reading, but I do palm readings and natal charts too, so come on in. In the meantime, Gemini, well, a lot of cards came out for you, and it's interesting how some of the same cards from the last reading came out, and some came out upside down to what they were. So I don't know. So we'll just go with what we have now. So the first thing that I need to talk about is this Nine of Swords energy. So what is keeping you up at night, baby? I'm sorry. It looks like you have been through a lot. And the reason why I chose to do Gemini right now was I have a very close Gemini friend where she's my sister, messaged me while I was doing the last video. And then the lady working out there today is a Gemini, and she popped her head in. I'm like, okay, Gemini. So, and I know the Geminis I know have really been through it. Most everybody I know, whatever sign you are, we've all been through it. It's been hell. And then I know Gemini rising, you've had all this Capricorn stuff going on in your 8th house. That's a hard fucking house to have all this stuff going through. So no wonder we have the moon card reversed. It's like, I don't want to look at the shadows anymore. I don't want to look at what else is in there. I've been doing it too much. But I think what we want to do is turn a lot of this energy around. So let me just tune in and look at these cards a little bit. I know there's been a lot of distraction, and it's been hard to get focused on your truth, get focused on your direction. Looks like there's been a lot of relationship stuff going on. And if you're not in a relationship, then it's just your relationship with yourself, or it could be with work or whatever it is. It just looks like something outside of yourself that you want to love. You want it to be, it's almost like you've had rose-colored glasses on, but when it's been keeping you up at night and you're crying over it, it's really taking you out of alignment with yourself. But again, it's revealed a lot of what's in the shadows. So it's funny, I feel that. And I call it Airy Fairy Tarot for a reason. I get distracted very easily anyway, but it's funny, I feel like that's a lot of the Gemini energy I've been feeling lately too. It's like there's so much distraction. How do you get focused on a direction when one, life is throwing you all over the place? And it looks like, again, we come back to that love thing. So it's almost like when you start getting focused on what would be best for you, there's something outside of you that, whether it's your love, or whether it's a job that you love, or whether it's something outside of you, it's it's almost like a stagnant energy kind of thing. It keeps trying to say, no, come this way. No, really, come this way. And when you start to get focused on something that's about you, it's like, no, focus on me. And then you just have all kinds of distractions coming in. And it's like this endless rut of I'm going this way. No, pull this way. But then once you go that way, then there's something else going. Okay, so take a deep breath. Put your feet on the floor. Take a deep breath. And I like to do a lot of this tapping stuff, I tap right here and remind myself, prime reality is here. And just breathe that in. Breathe all the way behind your belly button. Prime reality is here. Prime reality is here. What is my prime reality? So it's a good time to do like I am statements, or get a notebook and write down and just get focused. Get focused. That's what I like about this Chariot card, is like get in line with your direction. What do you want to be focusing on? Forget these people right now. Forget this right now. It's taking you into this energy. It's draining. It's draining. You're just drained. So whatever's distracting you, whatever's pulling on you, just cut it out for a minute and do some breathing and focusing on what's inside of you right now. And again, get a piece of paper, get a notebook, whatever, and just write down, what do I love? What do I love about myself? What do I love to do? What is my focus? What do I love to do? What are my talents? What are my gifts? What are my passions? What are my dreams? What are my goals? Whatever it is, what is it that I love to do? I just have to stop right there and acknowledge the music playing in the background. I'm at work right now, so I don't even know if I already said that. I've tried to record this video so many times. All right. If I did, forgive me for repeating myself. If I didn't, I work in downtown Asheville at a store called Instant Karma. If you're in Asheville, come on in. I can do a palm reading. I can do a nail chart. I think I did already say this. Airy Fairy Tarot, you know. But like, I don't want to be called out for having music played in the background. I'm at work. All right. Anyway. Were we just talking about distractions? Holy shit. Okay, so get focused. What do I want? What do I want to focus on? What is the direction I want to go in? And if you really don't know, it's okay to write down, I don't know, but what would I like to maybe do? How would I like to feel? Maybe you need more freedom. You know, maybe you're feeling a little bit confined. Maybe you need some freedom. So just write that down. I want some freedom. I want to breathe. I want to dance. I want to play. I want to go to nature, whatever that is. And just let that give you some direction. Focus on it. It helps to write it down and just focus and let yourself go there. You know, close your eyes and let yourself go there. I just have to stop and give a shout out. Hi, Tammy. She's messaged me every time I've made a video. So this one's going to stick. All right. So Tammy, this is for you. She's my Gemini sister. So I know you're tired of looking inside. I know you have been doing some serious soul searching, looking in the shadow work. There's a little bit more shadow work that looks like it wants to be done. And it looks like it might be around money. Because you've got the Queen of Pentacles right here and the Empress reversed. And then you've got the Six of Swords underneath that. So I feel like what it's saying with this Moon card right there next to it in reverse is that I think you need to move away from these confining thoughts. That's there too. These confining thoughts about what you think life should look like right now, because I think that's where you keep getting disillusioned and getting distracted, like, oh, maybe I need to do this, or maybe I need to do this. Stop and breathe and get grounded. Okay. And it helps to do the shadow work just a little more. So get a notebook. I already said, to get a focused direction. That's to get you back into an alignment, balance. Get a direction that I'm focusing on, even if it's just ideas that take you into a better feeling place, you know, to be Abraham Hicks. And then doing that shadow work. So go to another page and start going, okay, what are some thoughts I'm thinking what are some of these scattered thoughts that I'm thinking? What keeps throwing me off? So if this is going to distract you, start writing down, what is distracting me about this? What are the thoughts I'm thinking about this that take me out of alignment with direction? And just write it down. And then write down, what are my beliefs about this? You know, what do I believe if it's a relationship, for example, or what do I believe about emotional fulfillment? What do I believe about the life I'm supposed to be living that isn't living up to my expectations. You can write on different pages and just write down, what are my beliefs about this? And start seeing like, well, is this my belief or is this what I was told to believe? And so am I trying to live up to an ideal that isn't really even mine? Who gave me this belief? Who said this is the life I'm supposed to live? And little by little, what I'm here is actually, maybe it doesn't match the ideal, but maybe it's pretty groovy, Maybe this is in alignment with who I am. Maybe this isn't so bad. I feel like behind it all, there's a lot of self-judgment and self-punishment that maybe consciously you're not aware of. But again, make that conscious agreement with yourself to become aware of the thoughts that are carrying you away from creating a solid foundation for yourself. Because it looks like you're right here. It's just getting yourself into some focused alignment. So take a deep breath, tapping right here, tapping right here. What is my vision? Prime reality is right here. Prime reality is right here. I know. When you're here and you're clear on who you are and what you're about and what you want, that's when you have a focus to go towards. But when you let the committee start talking out here, or too much noise going on in here, write it down. What is truly me and what is fluff? I don't ever use that word, but that was the word that came in. What is the bullshit that everybody else has put on me that maybe it's not even me at all? Maybe I've been having this belief about this life I'm supposed to live. Maybe I don't even care about this. I don't want that. That's not who I am. And get rid of it. Let it go. Maybe you're judging yourself, so maybe it's something else. And there's that word fluff. I never use that. That's funny. The fluff that's covering, and you get through it and you're like, oh, wait a minute. That's me. I've been totally blocking myself because I wanted to please other people. I was worried about rejection, or I was worried about, the approval of others. Maybe there's some guilt in there, Maybe you need to speak your authentic truth and stop worrying about what other people say. Stop worrying about what other people think that you should want. Don't live your life for other people. Live your life for you and show them that I know what's best for me. I know what's best for me. Because this is showing, and then also, and it's funny, this came up in the last reading too. This line, I might write a song, or, it's been coming out more in readings than nothing else. Sometimes when you're a giver, you act like a beggar. And so this Six of Pentacles, but it's reversed. Maybe you've shown that you are really good at giving. You give and you give and you give. And maybe where are you giving from? When you have it to give and it feels really good and you're receiving appreciation and it's, coming full circle, that's wonderful. But when you give and there's some part of you that's going, see how much I'm giving? See how much I'm giving? Please see me. Please see how much I'm giving. And it's not being seen. Maybe you just need to stop. Stop giving. Stop and start giving that energy to yourself. Because again, this has become a fucking drain. Whether it's an unhealthy partnership or whether it's whatever it is, you need to love yourself. And once you start doing that, then you've got the Wheel of Fortune. You got the Wheel of Fortune, baby, and it's upright. That means letting go of all this negativity, letting go of what's keeping you up at night, letting go of the drain, man. Start fulfilling yourself. Get focused on what you're about, and you can turn the energy in your favor. Start feeding your soul. Start replenishing yourself. Start receiving, and the energy is turning in your favor. It also shows that you've got some really cool ideas coming up, some passion. This is a queen of passion, inspiration. She goes after what she wants. She's a kind and loving, beautiful person who does give, but she makes sure she has before she gives. So you've got a couple of queens too. And so I think it's really cool. These two queens working together. The Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands. Emotional fulfillment. And then you've got all the love to give, you know? But let yourself work in tandem. You've got a bunch of cups showing up too. You had the King of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. So, I mean, these could be people. I feel like this is all your energy, though. It's really showing me. And then you've also got the Queen of Swords. So all this Queen energy, it feels like... Okay. It feels like taking back that strong feminine voice. The disempowered feminine voice sounds a lot like, don't worry, I can do it. Oh, no, it's okay. I can take care of everything. Oh, I don't need it. You can have it. Go ahead. I'll do it. You know, when inside you're like, yes, I could use some help. Please do that for me. Yes, I'll take that. I just volunteered for 8 hours. I'll take the last piece of cake. Whatever. Receiving. Feminine energy is receiving. The disempowered feminine also sounds a lot like, I know he shouldn't talk to me like that, but he's had a long day. Or, I know he shouldn't treat me that way, but I know who he is underneath. Fuck that. The empowered feminine says, no, you're going to treat me right. Speak your truth. You don't talk to me like that. I'm sorry you've had a bad day, but you come home and treat me right, because maybe I've had a bad day too. Maybe you need a friend, but, you know, you got to be a friend if you're going to have friends. Speaking your truth. And remember, authenticity is more important than being nice. Authenticity is more important than being nice. This person treating people this way, you give it back to them. Hey, you don't talk to me like that. And they might put it on you. Well, you're not being very nice. And that's when you put it back on them and you say, no, I'm being authentic. I'm speaking my truth. If you need me to step out of my integrity and speak something that isn't true to me to make you happy, then the problem isn't with me. The problem is with you. And you need to get used to hearing my truth, because I'm just speaking my authentic truth right now. And if you don't like it, then you can shift and take a look inside. Or one of us might need to leave. And I feel like that gives a whole new perspective on this too. Maybe you've been being codependent and not, maybe a partner or someone in your life is acting like an ass, and you have been not wanting to look at it, or, not making them look inside. They might really be a good person underneath, but they're not going to change unless you change. They're not going to shift and do the work unless you shift and do the work. And if they're truly a partner and they're truly worth it, then it's going to be worth the wait. It looks like if this is a romantic type of reading, a partnership type of reading, you do have a strong thing. And y'all have been through it, or you're going through it, There's so many cards, I don't want to pull them all up, but, the Tower card with the Five of Pentacles. So, once you speak your truth, it looks like it can go one of two extreme different ways, but you're going to know it right away. If you speak your authentic truth and they leave you out in the cold, then you're both in for a major shift, and it might be the end of something. But if this is what's lying underneath, if this is what lies in the shadows, then acknowledge that shit. Go through this, go through this pain and get rid of them, because what lies on the other side of that, you've got the world. Once you put that behind you, the world is your oyster, baby. Nothing's holding you back. So why stay in this limbo of being treated like shit if they're not going to, if they're not willing to shift? On the other hand, once you start speaking your authentic truth, you might find that you've got something really solid there. And whatever y'all go through, it's going to be, it's going to teach you patience, but it's going to be worth the wait. There's this illuminating, beautiful, solid thing to celebrate at the end. I love all my high quality words, thing and stuff. You know what I mean. Speak your truth. Speak your truth. You're a queen. And the last card that comes out is you've got the strength to get through this. You've got the strength to get through this. All right. I could go on, but I think that's enough for now. You have got the strength to get through this, however it turns out, but don't be afraid to look in the shadows. You're fucking powerful. You're a queen. Even if you're male or identify as male, you're a queen. It's time to embrace that feminine energy. That strength, whatever's blocking you from receiving your truth, your nourishing emotional fulfillment, and your inspiration, and go after it. You're a god. Oh wow, you have all four queens. I just realized in the Queen of Pentacles, all four queens. It's time to bring that balance in, okay? And if this fight has been with yourself, it's time to bring that balance in. All right, I love you. If you'd like a deeper personal reading, then information is below. Love and blessings. Thanks, Gemini. Bye.